See, and you thought I was going to leave it that way. Now my wife ain't got to sit backwards. And just gonna slide this thing. Man, there's nothing more discouraging than you're going to get in your nice ride with your woman, and you're going to go to town, and she wants to roll down the window, and it doesn't go down. She looks at you like, man, you're driving around in a piece of junk. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix the window that won't roll down. This is my F350 dually. It's a 1999. You can see she looks good. She looks good. I guarantee there ain't too many trucks out there that looks just as nice as this one, being this old. But you know something? Things break. And when things break, they got to be fixed. You don't just trade them off and get something else. Because man, the newer vehicles, they break down worse than the older vehicles. It's true. These things were made reliable. That's why this got 350,000 miles on it. And it's fast. It'll smoke the tires right off of it. But you know something? When the woman gets in your car and she can't push that button down to get that window down, you got a problem. So in this video, we're going to put a brand new window regulator in, and I'm going to show you how it's done. One of the problems that I've seen on some of the videos that are on these things is the window is already working when they're replacing the regulator. Slow blink. You don't fix the window regulator when it's already working. Now you roll the window down and these two holes will appear. Listen, if the window doesn't work, that's when you replace it. You don't replace it when it's still working. Slow blink. So on today's video, my window don't work. It's all the way up. It's stuck. And so we're gonna run you through some of the conditions that makes the window not work, and is it the window regulator, is it not the window regulator? So let's get started on this video. So first thing I do, I want to put my key in the ignition. And turn it to the accessory position. And then mute the radio. Yeah, we don't need that. So you notice my driver's window's going down. Now the reason why I want to put it in the auxiliary position and not the ignition position, because these F350s, these dualies, they got glow plugs that burns a lot of juice, like 100 amps. And we don't want burning that juice while you're sitting here working on it. All right, so notice the driver's side window works good, but the passenger, nothing. Back windows, yep. So all the back windows work great. The driver's window works great. So that tells me that it's not the switches, because if it was the switch, then if I go over and do the other one, that would cause it to work. Now there is sometimes a loop that goes in some vehicles. I don't think that's the case on this one. If that's the case, I may have to replace the switch. But I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure it's the window regulator. And that's what we're gonna fix. if it don't fix it, well, I'm going to put another window regulator in it, and we'll swap the buttons out. All right, so here's the window regulator. I got a TRQ. I'm not sponsoring TRQ. I bought TRQ in the past, and TRQ did not work. I bought one for my daughter's Jeep Liberty, and within a few months, it went bad, and I had to replace it again. And I did not buy the same one that I bought. I didn't know it was going to be a TQM, TRQ, car QP, WXYZ when I got it. But here we go. The switch seems to be clicking. The other switch seems to be clicking. The motor's not making no noise. So let's start digging into this door panel. I'm gonna show you how we do that. First, I want to show you a little bit of tools. I'm going to be using my impact driver. I'm going to be using a screwdriver. I'm going to be using a little bit of Gorilla Tape, masking tape you can use. I tend to like to use a little bit of heavier, stickier one. You don't want to leave it on too long on your window or on your paint. I even got some masking tape just in case, and some sockets. Probably won't use this. Probably just going to use my driver. First thing I want to do is I'm going to take my screwdriver. We're going to take off this panel right here, and it just simply pops off. It's got these two clips. That was easy. That was easy. Now we're going to take the same screwdriver, and don't just pry on it. Get it up underneath there pretty far, then lift up on it. That way you're not going to scratch your surface. Then it should just kind of lean out and pull out. It's got a little thing that goes like that kind of thingy. Then you can pull off your things. Little tab that makes it easy. These are just so easy to take off. There we go. Now we're going to take off this little bolt right here. And try not to drop it. We're going to take this bolt out right here. It may be the same size, it may not be. Then you just lift up on it. You don't have to break it away or anything, not like some of these other doors. And down here is the light. And what we're going to do is just turn that counterclockwise and pull the light out. Now your door panel is completely loose. We're just gonna, it's not really held on by nothing. It's got these little thingies that kind of hold it in with the door cover. And just gonna, sounds like it's got a little Velcro. It's got a little clip on it right here at the top. It comes right out. And we're just gonna let it hang just like that. Don't have to do nothing else. Now, we're going to take the speaker out. Now, these speakers got some little 7/32 nuts, bolts. Now, it's got a little bit of sealer on it. Just take your screwdriver and pry a little bit easy on it because you don't want to deform your speaker face. That will cause your voice call to go bad. Magnet's strong. Lift your clip and push it away. You don't have to worry about your polarity because it only goes in one way. All right, Now we're at the stage where all the other videos jack you up, right? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, sweet little whys. Because they tell you to roll the window down to get to the part where, well, the window doesn't roll down. You know what I'm saying? The window doesn't roll down because it's broken. And when the window is broken, it doesn't roll down. So what does that mean, Pastor Bill? That means you got to find another way to get the window down and get it off the tracks. Let's figure this out. It can't be rocket science because people do it, right? Now, the reason why you tape the window up is because if it falls down, and I got a video where the window fell down and smashed into a million pieces on another vehicle that I did. We don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. So let's, I'm going to show you what to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off some bolts, right? You don't take off your window track. You leave that window track in. That's this bolt, that's this bolt. But now's a good time to put a little bit of window grease in there. I use axle grease because I don't want it to dry up. We'll do that before we install it. We're gonna take this bolt off, this bolt off, this bolt off, this bolt off, and loosen this bolt. I believe that's how we're gonna do it. But right now we're gonna undo the window power supply. So right here is this thing has been off before because it hooks into something. You squeeze in here and pull that out. Now your window regulator is loose from the power. So that's the wire connection for it goes up to the little motor over here. Now is the time you can test it. You can put a 12-volt power supply on this window regulator and see if it even works. All right, let's say you want to test your motor. And here's the wires you're going to test it with. Right here. Maybe we can pull it up the other way. That's what we're going to test right there. And the way we do that is we're going to take a regular DeWalt battery, and on your outside edges, one's a minus and one's a plus. Take you some alligator clips, and it doesn't matter which post you hook it on. Just clip it on there. Make sure they don't touch. And simply touch them on these wires. Just hook one to it. And then touch it. Listen. All right, I heard there is a clicking in the motor. I didn't see it move. Let's go the other way. Nothing. So this motor is bad. That's how you test it. So now we know for sure it's not the switch. And that was the same clicking I heard when I was hitting the button with it on. I could hear a click, 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 click. So the juices was running to the motor, but the motor wasn't working. Now you can replace just the motors on these things if the regulator's fine. It's almost the same price to replace the whole regulator with the motor on it as it is just to get the motor. Let's go ahead and take this regulator out and see if we can't get this window off. Like I said, I ain't never done it. All the videos show you lowering the window down, and you can't lower the window down if it's burned up. So let's do this. So we're going to take this one out and save these nuts. I don't know if the new ones come with it or not. Go ahead. Okay, then I dropped the bolt down there. We'll fish it out. All right, let's see if we can get this window down. Oh, the window is pretty stuck. Here's one. One of them's right here. And the other one is right there. So that's how you do it. See, that was easy, right? We still got to get it out. All right, let me find what size socket that is. So now that it's loose, should be able to get. Now you should be able to push the window away from it, the window regulator, and lift the window back up. Don't fall. And this is where your heavy Gorilla tape comes in play. They always show you taping them from the outside, going around with masking tape, and I've had that and they fall on you. And they're not going to fall with this. Just put it right here. And that window will not fall. Now we should be able to get the window regulator out. The fattest part of your door is down here. Come through from the bottom. There we go. I'll open up our, supposedly, I am not dissing what is this? TRQ parts. I may have just got a bad one on my daughter's Jeep Liberty. I'm just saying it went bad. And I installed it correctly. I didn't make a video of the re-putting it on because I already did a video. I'll try to save the box in case I got to return it. And it looks a whole lot like the original. First thing I got to do before we put this on is we got to put the bolts in here. Just loosely. Hold on loosely. Just like that. And I got to find that other one that fell down there. Slide this thing. There we go. Then we can put this one on. Now we can tighten all these up. All right, now let's reconnect your electrical switch. And it does not fit. TRQ quality parts that do not fit. It bolts on. Why wouldn't the plug fit? Great time of day. All right, I'm gonna cut off the old plug and we're gonna solder it onto the new one. Not even close. And now it's a gamble on which wire is right. I'm gonna try going red to red. All right, before I solder these wires together, I got them red to red. I got the key switch on, and I want to hook up the switch, and we'll test it. All right, so we got the wires right. My window lock was on the other side. I need to click that off. So now, with this plugged in and these wires hooked up, I'm gonna line up our holes. And we can take this thing back off. And now I can solder my connections. Perfect. You shouldn't have to do this. These plugs should be right. And don't forget to slide your heat shrinks up and use your heat gun and make these look real professional. You don't want these things shorting out while they're inside there, causing your fuses to blow. Then you'll be really mad. I'm just going to slide this L protection device back down. I'm going to use some electrical tape, the highest quality junk that I don't have. Put it in the right way. Snap this thing in right here. There it goes. It's out of the way. Now we can put the window back down to where it's supposed to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape back off. And now that I got my holes lined up, I can get the window back in its track, slide it in, and put my 2 nuts back on it. So now we got the bolts in place. A little bit of manipulation. Don't drop your nut. Put your speaker back in place. Don't tighten your speakers up until you get them all started. Snug, 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 snug. Hook up your little light. Pop on your thing. Let's put our 2 screws back in. Now we'll put our switch back in place. Okay, that's right. Remember, this tab just simply slides in here. Now we can test the window again. See if it goes up and down. All right, with your ignition switch and accessory, up. Oh, the switch is working backwards. Great day. Not good. And I tested it. How did I get that wrong? Sure enough, the up is down. That's totally a bummer. Maybe I'll take a Sharpie and write it here, because this is redneck ingenuity. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to blame TRQ for this. That's what I'm going to do. Because this was supposed to be a part guaranteed fit. The part fit, the electric wires didn't. And even the red wire didn't comply with the red wire that was on the truck. TRQ, dude, you need some quality control. I don't know, that plug was not for this truck. And it was made for this truck. Bad, TRQ, bad. Oh, even your video sucked. It really did. You were showing installing a window regulator on a truck that was already working. That's dumb, because windows are stuck in a position when the motor goes bad. And you showed, oh yeah, you got to lower the window and you got to raise the window. Now my window works backwards. You know, I just have my wife sit in the seat backwards. That's what I do. If she sits in the seat backwards, you know, facing this way, then it'll be in the up position. See, that's good ingenuity right there. Hey, listen, God bless each and every one of you. They need some blessing at TRQ. That's 2 window regulators that I bought from TRQ that not good. I'm not sure what Q stands for. This is the highest quality. That's baloney. Baloney. On my daughter's actually, we put a TRQ on that minivan over there, Chrysler Town and Country, and it went bad also. TRQ. I'm not sure where they get these things from. They act like they're super high quality, easy to put in and everything else, and the plug didn't even match up. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's an easy fix. I could take that thing back out and just swap those wires. I may do that. I won't do that for you. Remember, just remember, all right? God bless you. All right, you talk me into it. I'm fixing it. Great time of day. I'm fixing it. This is fixing things with Pastor Bill, not botching things up. I can't be like TRQ. See? And you thought I was going to leave it that way. This is fixing things. Now my wife ain't got to sit backwards.